The idea is that we as individuals make all our own decisions. We should decide what we smoke, drink, or whatever we do. So for me, even as a physician and knowledgeable enough to know that there are some benefits from raw milk, that isn't the issue for me as a politician. The issue, should you not have the right to make your own decision if you want to drink raw milk or not? Now others say, well, that's okay to a point, but we have to make sure that nobody ever uses any drugs. And I said, you mean alcohol? Yeah. Oh no, we don't mean that. We're talking about those illegal bad things. And then I said, well, guess where most of the addiction is? Is it on the illegal drugs? No, most of the addiction is on the prescription drugs. That's where the real problem is. But drugs and making our own decision is risky. There are some dangers to that. But the greatest danger in the war on drugs has been the war on drugs. Much more dangerous than the drugs themselves. Because there have been laws in the books, and rather recent, just since the 1937 or 38, they had the first laws against marijuana. So they, even through World War II, we were coaxing and asking people to raise hemp, and the founders all had hemp farms, and yet today, if you go out and start raising hemp and making industrial hemp, they say, oh no, you can't do that because it sort of looks like marijuana. So we'll chase all those jobs up to Canada, then we can buy the products from Canada because they can raise hemp. But this is the absurdity of it all. And what we have to think about is restoration of personal responsibility and personal decision making, and that's what freedom is all about. But it brings up the question about, if you're going to have some regulations, who should do it? Should it be a national government or should it be a local government? Well, my personal opinion, where the regulations come from, you the individual, you, your family, teaching your kids, your community, your church or whatever to teach you values. That's where the real regulations should come from. But today, there are some states now that said that sick people, it is now known, can be helped with marijuana, California and other states. So what does our president do? He's promised to lighten up on those law enforcement. He's enforcing those laws worse than ever. And it's an interesting way to bring up the issue of states' rights. Some people like to paint the notion of states' rights as being something bad. But conservatives talk about states' rights. Sometimes they follow them, sometimes they don't. But liberals should understand, well, maybe it should be the state prerogative of what they should do in how this should be administered. This is essentially what happens with alcohol. The national prohibition of alcohol was a disaster. And we woke up and finally said, no, it's not that alcohol isn't dangerous. Matter of fact, I think most people in this country know that alcohol is many, many-fold more dangerous than marijuana.